Oh, hello Libra. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If Libra is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Libra, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And look at that devil energy. We haven't got the devil card for you for a while. This is a lot of ambition. I think you are a person that is incredibly driven right now. I think that you are you kind of have the blinders on in your life. In other words, you're not even noticing the BS. You're not getting in no drama. You're not looking for any kind of nonsense, right? You're focused on your goals. Very ambitious, very hardworking. I think you're somebody that people might see you as being a little bit, not aloof, but a little bit detached right now. I don't feel like you're as socially engaged as you maybe usually are. I think right now you're really trying to make a lot of headway in your life, in a particular project, work, school, home, family, friends, whatever. You're not slowing down for anything right now, you know? And I think that this is because you know that you're right at the cusp of success. You're right there. You're so close. Maybe you feel like you're sort of on the home stretch, right? You're on the straightaway now. You're almost there. So now's really a time for you to stay focused. Don't get distracted by the BS, by the nonsense. Don't get entangled in any drama right now, okay? We're going to go ahead and put some more cards around this goat and see what we can see. There's a 5. See, there's the drama. There's the entanglements. This is the goat, then the 5 of Swords. This is the goat then getting your horns stuck in the fence or locked up with another goat, you know? Don't get involved in this drama. There's the Eon card. You know that you're right at the cusp. This is sort of the home stretch. This is like you can see the finish line and you're just go straight ahead. Don't look this way, don't look that way, don't get entangled in the nonsense. You're almost there, you're almost across that finish line. Okay? And your future's on the other side of this. You know? Something amazing is about to happen for you. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. More air energy. Prince of Swords. The Hanged Man. Interesting. Baptism by water and fire here for you. And then we've got a Prince of... Interesting now with the Prince of Cups. We see Prince of Swords, Prince of Cups. Stay fixed in your mind. Stay fixed in your heart on this goal that you feel within you. You know you're right there. Don't get distracted by this. This is the obstacle. This is what we need to get rid of. This is the task for you this week, okay? Over here, what do we have? 9. What's on the other side of this doorway? What is this amazing thing that's about to happen to you? Well, you've got absolute happiness, superabundance, destiny, your fate, your star card here, your Ace of Pentacles, and your Queen of Pentacles. You're sitting pretty at the end of this, right? Something really, really great, really amazing is happening over here. And all you got to do is stay away from the drama, stay away from those, whoever, anything, people, places, things, anything in your life, anything that enters your life, trying to distract you from what you're trying to accomplish right now. Whether it's at work, at school, at home, family, friends, a romance. Maybe you're retired, maybe this is something at church or at the library or at the community center. I don't know. Whatever it is, I know this is the thing to look out for. All right. Let's select the mystery card. Bonus card, confirmation. I guess that's the one. very eager. We're going to put Frank and Duck right on top. We're going to leave that one over there. We're not going to look at it until the end. All right. But it will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. I think now's a really good time for you to practice your intuition. All right. It's a good idea for all of us. Yeah. Let's look around the room. Major, major, major. Major over here, too. We've got no fire, really. We've got a little bit of water here and over here. Okay. And we've got the air, a little bit of air over here, here and here. And then we've got our earth here and here. Okay. So we've got a pair, and a pair, and then we've got 2 pair of major arcana. What we don't have is any fire energy. And so to me, it says that the vital energy, the forward momentum, the will, the strength, the stamina, the fire, right? The drive for you, not an issue. You're not running out of steam. You're not running out of gas. You are full force, okay? You're not getting tired. You're not losing interest. Your engine is running perfectly. You got plenty of gas in the tank. But what's gonna get you, if you let it, is this 5 of Swords. The distraction. The doubt, maybe even a little bit confusion going on. If you start to second guess yourself, it's kind of like if you start micromanaging your own movements, you know. If you are maybe too mindful, right? It makes me think of Last Samurai. Too many minds. You're trying to really pay attention to everything at once. That's not the name of the game right now. Sometimes it is. Sometimes you want to just sort of be scanning the road, looking ahead, looking back, checking your mirrors, looking at everybody in the car, thinking of your gas pedal, think where your hands are placed, what's on the radio, what's the weather like outside. Sometimes you want to be very, very mindful. You want to be completely aware of everything going on around you. This is not one of those times. Okay? Things are out there that will distract you. You will be too busy wondering where to put your hands, and then you're going to just go right off the road. Okay? This is probably not the reading for one of my automobile analogies, right? Because this is kind of one of those situations where you have to have the blinders on. You've got to be ignoring everything that people are doing over here and people doing over here. It's like you're playing a game, you're a pitcher in a baseball game. You're just looking at your catcher, at that glove. You're not thinking of the crowd over here, over there that may be chanting your name, right? They may be throwing stuff on the field. They may be booing, right? And just making a ruckus, right? You don't want to get distracted by any of that. You stay focused on that goal, right? And that way you accomplish that goal. Yeah. If the pitcher suddenly started hearing and listening to what some of the fans were saying way over there, the third baseline or whatever, started to get kind of mad. It's starting to get to them, starting to get under their skin, you know. And then they're going to have a wild pitch. Runners are going to steal base, maybe even steal home, you know. You don't want that. You're going to lose the game, yeah. So we have to be able to ignore some of the BS, ignore some of the nonsense. I feel like there are things in your life that are going to be distracting to you. And some of those things are going to be your own thoughts. Starting to maybe think too much about this, you know. And even if it's the thoughts of, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm almost at the end. That's really great. What am I going to do with this win, with this money, whatever it is? You know, what's life going to be like? Where am I going to have dinner tonight? Where am I going to go to celebrate? We start getting distracted even in the positive way. It could also be doubts and saying, there's no way. What's going to happen now? So close to the goal, something's going to come out of nowhere and knock me out of the race. You know, we've got to try to ignore that. We don't want this goat to get entangled in anything. I think also it's going to be some sort of drama with friends or family, okay? Because we have 1, 2, 3 court cards. That's enough where I usually say, okay, there's other people here that are going to play a role in this with you. And it might even be that you're sort of someone's trying to rope you into a disagreement between these two, whoever they are. I don't have an idea. Friends, family, coworkers, even. But it's with this 5 of Swords right in the middle. So someone's trying to put you right in the middle of the drama here with these two, maybe asking you to pick a side. Hey, settle a bet for us, right? No, sorry. Not even listening, not even paying attention to that. Okay. The Eon card, judgment, rebirth, reawakening, the baptism by fire. You have already suffered so much for what you're doing. You have already, you've run this marathon. And you're at the home stretch now. Your muscles are burning, your back is aching. You still got gas in the tank, sure, but you're feeling it. Okay? It's a fiery doorway. This thing hurts to go through it. But it is going to change your life. And this is the decision that you chose to run this race, to participate in this thing, to pursue this goal, whatever it is. And you can't give up now. You can't get distracted now. All that pain and suffering will be for naught if you give up, if you quit, or if you get sort of bumped out of the race, or if you stop to get involved in somebody else's drama. Okay? This is that doorway that will change your life. And you know what's coming. And that's what's so cool about this, is that it's underneath the surface. It's that feeling you have where it's just like, I know that I've almost made it. That it's almost done. Yeah. This feels really, really good. The court cards we have on either side of you, I think, are very important too. While the 3 court cards together, I think, represent the group of people that's kind of around you, is going to try to distract you, and something's going on with them, and they want to sort of drag you into it. But individually, the court cards all represent a part of you. The fixed air energy and the fixed water energy, a heart and a mind that are solid, fixed, immovable. That your mind is so focused and so tightly gripped on your belief, nothing can shake it. Okay? So in your mind, you have one idea, a fixed thought. Concentration. You have one belief in the world, one goal, one idea. Yeah. And you've got one heart, one mind, unified. And this is really stunning, because it's kind of like there's nothing else in the world for you except for this thing, this goal, this whatever that finish line is, whatever this race is that you're doing. Maybe it's literally a race. I don't know. It's the only thing in the world that matters to you. It might be a person. It might be your sense of destiny, fate, your purpose. Nothing else in the world matters to you. You're fixed in your mind. You're fixed in your heart. This is it. And the Hanged Man up above everything is very similar to the Eon card in that it is sort of a baptism, right? It is sort of a rebirth. It is sort of a change in your life that you're going through. And I think that the Hanged Man is really, in a very similar fashion to the Eon card, is talking about everything that you have given up. This is sort of everything that you have done in an active sense toward this goal, right? All of the hours of training, right? All of the sore muscles, all of the hours that you've put into it. Okay, this is everything that you've done for this goal in a positive sense. The Hanged Man is everything that you've sort of sacrificed for this goal. So in other words, passively, everything that you didn't do, right? Things that you kind of had to say no to, that you had to miss out on. So we have sacrifice here in the active and passive sense. Okay, and this is really, really special. And it's between these two that you are achieving the happiness, the fulfillment of your destiny, the beginning of your the beginning of the rest of your life, the beginning of your future. Yeah. And then, of course, your absolute satisfaction of, the queen, something really absolutely amazing is happening for you, okay? And the Queen of Pentacles is looking back on this situation and is really gosh darn glad that they did what they did to get here. You're looking back on this time and you're thinking, thank the heavens that I did the right thing. You're going to be so thankful that you ignored this drama and that you sacrificed actively and passively to get this goal. This is how amazing it's going to be. All of this is worth it. And that's what the Queen of Pentacles is sort of, is understanding why the sacrifices were necessary. You're able to understand what this distraction was and how it's kind of like a final test for you. I saw some video, I don't know what it was, or it was people running a race. I don't know, maybe it was from the Olympics or something, but there was one person who was out in front of the race. First, they were going to be in first place. It was the home stretch. And they were running, they started to smile, they started to look at the crowd, and they were starting to cheer and say, hey. And then somebody went right past them, and you could see the person's face. They were just like aghast, like, oh my God, I was celebrating too soon. And this other person went right by and took the win. Because that other person realized the race ain't over till it's over. So I'm not going to wave at the crowd and smile at everybody until it's time, until you've actually crossed that finish line. And that's kind of what's going on here. This doesn't have to be a negative thing necessarily. Whatever the distractions are, right? Don't go waving at the crowd yet. No. Cross that finish line first. We're going to cross over to the path of the serpent. And as we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost anything. It supports the channel. And I really, truly appreciate that. Okay. I'm just so happy. I'm so excited. The Nine of Cups. Your general energy. Superabundance. This is something that's changing your life physically and financially. Okay? It's good for you in terms of your health and your well-being. It's good for you in terms of money. Okay? Mentally, emotionally, it's good for you. I feel that it's something that you really believe in and you really care about. It's going to be very satisfying and very abundant and very fulfilling to your mind and your heart. Okay? And also creatively and spiritually. I think it's opening up a lot of doors for you. It's perhaps providing you the means to explore other avenues of your creativity and other depths to your spirituality. Okay? This is the pursuit of happiness. This is the dream that keeps on dreaming, the happiness that keeps on happening, the bliss that keeps on blissing, I guess. I mean, this is it. This is you living that happy life. This is you, this is everything. Super abundance. Okay, I can't stress this card enough how wonderful the energy of the Nine of Cups is. Every card has light and shadow, I like to say. I don't know what the shadow of the Nine of Cups really is going to be. I don't feel like it really has one. Okay, I don't accept the idea that if there is one shadow side to the Nine of Cups, is that you're going to just keep going and keep living and keep doing more, and you're going to stay active and you're going to stay hungry for more, and you're going to always kind of, it's sort of the feeling like nothing is ever enough, and that's okay. I mean, until we're so old that we can't move our bodies anymore, why don't we stay active and stay hungry? And keep striving to improve our lives and grow and expand and evolve. Like, why not? We never want to be 100% satisfied. Let's leave a little bit so we can have something to do tomorrow, And so I like this card very much, as you can tell. In the environment, of course, we have the Star card. The Star does two things. It illuminates you inside. It shows you where your obstacles are, where your blockages are. Shows you what your internal spiritual work is. And right now it's trying to show you the Five of Swords. Okay? getting mentally distracted in your mind, right? Or getting too in your head, okay? Or becoming sort of too mindful, where we're sort of we're registering and acknowledging everything that we sort of perceive around us, right? It's too much. So the star card does that. The star card also then shows you what your path is. Once we're filled with that spiritual light, some of it starts to spill out on the ground in front of us, you know. I like to think that this is someone scooping up the spiritual water, pouring it out onto the earth, and watching where the streams of water go, and following those streams of water, because those are meant for you. It's sort of a divination, and maybe I should try that. I feel that this is you fulfilling your destiny, and I feel like this is you understanding what's coming next. What is the implication of this success for you? Where is it taking you? What's the next stream of water that you need to follow? Well, I think that's the Ace of Pentacles that we see here. Okay? Spirit is saying keep going. Spirit is telling you do not be distracted. Okay? Spirit's saying that you are making a lot of changes in your life. Now, the Ace of Pentacles it's in a weird position in the spread. It's in that position of the obstacle, the difficulty, maybe even the fear, the worry, the concern, right? And I feel like it's kind of saying that we're sort of concerned about what's coming next. That maybe we don't know sort of which opportunity to follow, because, you know, we pour the water out on the earth and there's a few streams that sort of start to take off. We don't know which one to really do next. It's kind of a good problem to have, you know, but it's in some ways it's saying we've got to narrow down these opportunities, and not yet. Okay, now don't mistake that Five of Swords here. We're not going to start worrying about this now. Cross the finish line first. Maybe we shouldn't even talk about these cards yet, right? Maybe we're not even supposed to be thinking of what the next, and maybe that's it. Maybe that's why this card's in this position. You don't want it right now. You are not supposed to be worried about what you're doing later tonight. Finish the race first. Cross the finish line first. Then think of what you're going to do tomorrow. Okay? Think about, you know, what the next sort of adventure is for you, the next race, the next path, the next whatever it's going to be. Okay? I think there is definitely a financial situation that is improving for you, and maybe that's part of this distraction that, you know, we realize that we're almost across the finish line, and we're starting to think, okay, I need to definitely get that money, and I need to, you know, there's certain things that you want to do. You're being told not to worry about that now. Okay? Don't get distracted by what's coming later. Okay? I think that's very important. And so in some way, I feel like we shouldn't even really be talking about this, you know. I do want to do an angel number card for you. And maybe that has something to do with the distractions between the other people in your life. Maybe somebody is going to be asking you for money. Also, Spirit's saying that somebody had a skin cancer thing going on recently. Was there a skin cancer scare, or somebody was treated for skin cancer? Now, I'm not predicting anything. I'm not a doctor. It's not a diagnosis. I feel like it's already happened, yeah? Here's our angel number card. 1111, wish comes true. Moderation, patience, flowing, self-realization, manifestation, gateway, taking action. You're in for a lucky break. It may come as happy news, experience, new opportunities, or an exciting acquaintance. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. It is not a coincidence, but a gift from fate. Maybe that's what the Ace of Pentacles is, right? Maybe this is the gift from fate. And really, I think it represents all of your wishes. This is just kind of one gift from Spirit being handed to you. But I think it's kind of like this is the distraction, because you realize that your life is going to totally change after this. Once you succeed, once you cross that finish line, nothing's going to be the same. It's just going to be so many benefits, so many rewards, so many gifts coming in. Yeah. It's hard not to get distracted by this. Start thinking about it now, and our mind is just going to go all over the place feeling this and thinking about this and just fantasizing about everything that this is going to be and how great it's going to be. Before we know it, somebody passes us by or we get kicked off course. Okay? So keep that devil energy, keep that motor running. Okay? This is stunning. I want to do a divine doorway for our Eon card, for our doorway here, our fiery doorway. We've got the Odyssey. Take in the beauty of country lands and botany. Explore the wonder like a traveler's odyssey. That's coming next. I think this is sort of what's coming after this. On the other side of this doorway is going to be this wonderful Odyssey, right? Take in the beauty of country lands. I think travel, but we think of the Odyssey, right? It wasn't really a pleasure cruise for Odysseus, was it? It was kind of a struggle, And so to me, that sort of is saying that, look, this is a really big win for you. Amazing things are going to happen in your life, and it's going to take you on a lot of other adventures. Maybe this is like you're winning this race. Now you're going to go overseas. You're going to travel and tour the world doing more of these sort of competitions, right? It's not saying it's just going to be a vacation. It's kind of saying you're going there to continue doing your will, right? And working hard and striving and achieving, right? But it's going to take you to a lot of other places. It's going to take you to maybe a lot of other types of activities. Okay? But I think travel is going to be a big thing for you. I really do. I love the cards that we have today. I think these are absolutely stunning cards. There is a connection that I'm feeling with Paris, France for you. I don't know if you've been there or you're going there or you want to go there. There's a connection there for you. Okay. Also, I'm getting somebody in your life with a letter M, first or last initial M, and a sibling energy for you. Or, I think, are you the middle of three kids? I don't know. I'm not expecting you to answer, but I feel like you're the middle of three kids, maybe, like you're the middle sort of sibling. And maybe, maybe that's part of what we have here with the court cards and the Five of Swords. That you're sort of, there is a family thing that you're sort of being drawn into. Okay. We've got to try to take our mind off of whatever these things are that are distracting you or trying to distract you or trying to slow you down. Okay, or that are trying to, and I don't know, it didn't feel really malicious at first, but now I wonder if there is some sort of rivalry going on, or if there is something where somebody is trying to distract you. Somebody is trying to slow you down, right? And I don't know if it's a sibling thing or what it is, but I feel like there's somebody who really, I don't know if they want to see you fail, or they are, they just sort of get a kick out of disrupting your flow, of slowing you down, of delaying you. It kind of feels like the way you might fight with your sibling when you're kids, We've got to try to avoid that big time. Yeah. The Queen of Pentacles as the final card there. Like I said, that's kind of your future self being very thankful that you did the right move. You did the right things here. I mean, this is you, a week from now, a year from now, 5, 10 years from now, really appreciating what you did here. This is a very big moment in your life. Don't fall. Don't get pushed off course. Don't get disqualified. Don't fall off the bicycle, whatever it is. Just stay focused. Okay? And also Spirit saying there's something about the essential oils. You mix perfumes or essential oils or something like that, or you make oil, right? Something along those lines. Let's take a look at the mystery card. Let's see what's going on with this one. Got our Odyssey here. The Odyssey is such an interesting doorway card to get, right? Because it's not that you're completing this and suddenly life is a pleasure cruise. You know, it's not suddenly a vacation. It's kind of like you're moving on now to kind of do the whole thing again, but on a level up, you know? And so it's going to be a challenge, but it's, it's taking you places in life. So really interesting to me. Very, very interesting. All right, mystery card. We don't really need anything. I'm going to say an Empress. I'm going to say your Libra power card, right? The adjustment card, or maybe a Nine of Pentacles, something like that. If you have a prediction, though, put it in the comments. Four of Swords, yes. The one thing I didn't really mention is anytime we get and you've heard me say before, anytime we get a 5, we start looking around for the 4. And let me just tell you that this 5, we could say, hey, you're going to be distracted by something. And it's going to threaten all of your success, right? Anytime we get a 5, we start looking for a 4. What's the symbol here of us not being distracted? What's the symbol here of you actually succeeding in maintaining focus, right? Where's the connection here between the path of the dove and the path of the serpent? This is what you could potentially this is what you could have in your life, only if you can resist this distraction. Well, oh, nice. 4 of Swords. You're resisting the distraction. This is bridging the gap between the path of the dove and the path of the serpent. So this is you now resisting, ignoring, blinders on, totally zenned out in the zone, not paying attention to anything going on the sides. This is it. This is the confirmation that what Spirit is telling you you need to do, you are in fact doing it. So it's saying that's how you get all of these good cards on the path of the serpent. All right. This is probably the best reading that we've had in a long time. And I'm very happy to bring this news to you. We're going to do an extended reading as well. If you want to stick around, there's a link up top. There's one down below. New readings for Libra, Wednesdays and Saturdays. Be sure to watch both readings, okay? If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It is totally free. It doesn't cost anything. And leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.